At the peak of his fame, doctors told Michael J. Fox that he had 10 years left to work. Decades later, he's worth over $50 million and just made a surprise return to acting. How he was the time-traveling teen who stole Hollywood's heart, but his real journey is more incredible than any movie script. So what is the beloved star really worth in 2025? What stunning mansions does he call home? And what classic cars fill his garage? In this video, we're diving deep into the real story behind the fortune, the family, and the fight of one of Hollywood's most inspiring figures. The origin of a Hollywood legend. He's the time-traveling teen who became a Hollywood icon. But what does the life of a legend truly look like in 2025, long after the cameras stopped rolling? Many know the fame, but few know the full story of the boy from Canada who had to change his own name just to get a start. Born Michael Andrew Fox in Edmonton, Alberta, he grew up in a hard-working family that moved frequently due to his father's military career, a life that taught him adaptability from a young age. After settling in British Columbia, he landed his first professional acting gig at just 15, but the real leap of faith came when he moved to Los Angeles in 1979. It was there, upon joining the Screen Actors Guild, that he discovered Michael Fox was already taken. So, in a tribute to actor Michael J. Pollard, he created the name that would become world famous. It's a testament to his creative thinking even before he hit the big time. But the name was just the beginning. His real breakthrough was a role that would not only define a decade, but also earn him an incredible 3 consecutive Emmy Awards. And that role was just the launching pad for a cinematic journey that would take him to heights few ever reach. Film and television career. How does an actor go from being a beloved TV sitcom star to a global movie icon practically overnight? From Michael J. Fox. 1985 was the year everything changed, a whirlwind that cemented his place in Hollywood history. He masterfully embodied Marty McFly, the quick-witted teenager who accidentally travels 30 years into the past in the colossal blockbuster Back to the Future, which became one of the highest-grossing films of the year. As if that wasn't enough, he simultaneously tapped into his natural affability in Teen Wolf, playing an average high school student who discovers he turns into a werewolf. A role that resonated deeply with teenage audiences and broadened his appeal even further. It's clear his charisma was undeniable. But what's truly remarkable is the sheer range he immediately pursued. He wasn't content staying in his comedic lane, bravely taking on the harrowing role of a young writer struggling with addiction in Bright Lights, Big City. He then accepted a monumental challenge in Brian De Palma's demanding war drama, Casualties of War, delivering a praised performance as a soldier caught between duty and conscience, proving he had the courage to step far outside his comfort zone. Of course, he continued to strike comedy gold. He played a young graduate infiltrating a corporate office in the brisk satire, The Secret of My Success, a brash doctor stranded in a small town in Dock, Hollywood, and an actor shadowing a tough detective in the action comedy The Hard Way. By the late 1990s, he pivoted again, lending his warm, earnest voice to anchor the massive family hit franchise Stuart Little, and voicing the lead in Disney's animated adventure Atlantis: The Lost Empire. His television career was just as legendary. Long after Family Ties made him a household name with 3 Emmy wins, he returned to series television with Spin City from 1996 to 2000. His portrayal of Deputy Mayor Mike Flaherty, defined by rapid-fire delivery and endearing physical humor, earned the show critical acclaim and multiple Golden Globes. Even in the 2000s, he captivated audiences with recurring guest roles, most notably as a cunning lawyer in The Good Wife and its spin-off The Good Fight. But here's the part they don't often talk about: his final major lead role in the Michael J. Fox show and his eventual retirement from acting in 2020 weren't just career choices. They were necessary decisions dictated by a private, relentless battle he had been fighting for nearly 3 decades. Parkinson's diagnosis and advocacy. What do you do when you're at the absolute peak of your career and life hands you a challenge that threatens to take it all away? In 1991, while filming Doc Hollywood, Michael J. Fox noticed a small, persistent tremor in his pinky finger, a seemingly minor issue that led to a life-altering diagnosis of young-onset Parkinson's disease at just 29 years old. This is a moment that would have broken most people, and for years, he kept this devastating news private, continuing to work while his doctors cautiously predicted he had maybe a decade of functional work left. The emotional weight of that secret is almost unimaginable. Finally, in a now famous 1988 cover story for People magazine, he shared his truth with the world, a move that shifted his entire purpose. It was this brave disclosure that marked a turning point, not just for him personally, but for millions of people worldwide who were about to gain their most powerful advocate. But revealing his condition was just the first step. What he chose to do next would build a legacy far greater than any film role. Building a billion-dollar legacy. Have you ever wondered what it truly means to fight for a cause? Michael J. Fox didn't just lend his name to the fight against Parkinson's. He built the entire battlefield from the ground up. In the fall of 2000, he launched the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's Research, and its impact has been nothing short of staggering, becoming the world's largest nonprofit funder in the space by raising over $2.5 billion to date. Think about that. One man's vision has generated billions for research. The foundation's aggressive, targeted approach to funding has accelerated science at an unprecedented rate, highlighted by the 2023 breakthrough validation of a biomarker with 93% accuracy, a discovery that promises to revolutionize early diagnosis and treatment. Building on this, the foundation announced a major expansion in April 2025, aiming to recruit over 45,000 online participants for its landmark PPMI study. This isn't just fundraising, it's a global mobilization, with events like his annual gala raising millions in a single night. Through it all, he's used his powerful voice and 4 best-selling memoirs to rally the world with a simple, powerful message: I could step in for these people and raise some hell. And while he was building this incredible philanthropic empire, many still wonder how he managed his own finances through it all. Net worth and income. It's the question everyone asks about a Hollywood legend. What is he actually worth as of mid-2025? Michael J. Fox's net worth is estimated at a staggering $65 million, a fortune built not just on talent, but on decades of savvy career moves and smart investments. It's easy to look at that number and be impressed, but the journey to get there is even more incredible. He earned just $250 national for the first Back to the Future, but his pay skyrocketed to $5 million each for Part 2 and Part 3, netting him over $11 million from the trilogy alone, a figure confirmed by multiple industry reports. Add in 7-figure paydays for films like Greedy and the massive, consistent income from hit TV shows like Family Ties and Spin City, and you start to see how the foundation of his wealth was built. But acting was only part of the equation. He authored 4 best-selling memoirs, and with all profits from his first book, Lucky Man, going directly to his foundation, a truly selfless act. Here's the part that reveals his financial wisdom. He didn't just rely on Hollywood checks. He diversified into startups and private ventures. ensuring his wealth would continue to grow long after he stepped away from the camera. His financial success is a masterclass in its own right, but the way he chose to live with that wealth tells an even more interesting story. Real estate portfolio. What kind of lifestyle does a $65 million fortune afford a Hollywood icon who values privacy and accessibility above all else? Michael J. Fox's real estate portfolio is a fascinating look into his priorities, culminating in his current beachfront estate in Malibu, California. This home isn't just about luxury, it's a masterfully designed space with expansive ocean views, open-plan living, and crucial accessibility features like wide doorways and single-level living to accommodate his mobility needs. It shows a man designing his life with intention. Before settling in Malibu, his homes were just as impressive, from a 6-bedroom quag New York retreat he sold for $6.1 million, to a classic Fifth Avenue apartment featured in Architectural Digest, and a sprawling 72-acre Connecticut estate with its own fishing cabin. Cars collection. Can you imagine going from dumpster diving for food to owning a fleet of luxury cars just 4 years later? That's the incredible reality of Michael J. Fox's journey, which he humorously recalls in his memoir, Lucky Man. Of course, the crown jewel of his collection is the iconic DeLorean DMC-12, a direct nod to his Back to the Future legacy. But his passion doesn't stop there. He also owns a classic MG MGB Roadster and a top-of-the-line 2023 Rolls-Royce Phantom, a vehicle synonymous with handcrafted luxury. At one point, he amusingly admits to juggling a Ferrari, a Range Rover, and a Mercedes, among others, choosing his ride based on his mood or even his outfit. It's a fun, lighthearted reflection of his meteoric rise. But the true core of his life isn't about possessions. It's about the family that has been with him every step of the way. Personal life. He met his future wife on the set of Family Ties, where actress Tracy Pollan ironically played his on-screen girlfriend. But their real-life love story would soon face a test greater than any Hollywood script. Their undeniable chemistry blossomed off-screen, leading to their marriage on July 16, 1988, in a scenic ceremony in Arlington, Vermont. It's one thing to build a lasting marriage in Hollywood. It's another to do it while navigating the unpredictable journey of a chronic illness diagnosed so early in their life together. Together, they have raised 4 children who have become the center of their world. Their eldest son, Sam Michael, born in 1989, twin daughters, Aquina Kathleen and Skylar Francis, born in 1995, and their youngest daughter, Esme Annabelle, born in 2001. Fox has frequently and publicly credited this incredible family unit as his greatest support system, a bond the world witnessed in his 2023 documentary, Still a Michael J. Fox Movie. He shared how his children, now adults with Skylar recently married and Esme graduating from college, learned profound lessons in empathy and resilience by being part of his journey. Though he is candid about the increasing challenges of memory loss and mobility, he emphasizes that humor and optimism are the glue that holds their family together, with Tracy often described as his rock, managing their household and his complex health needs with unwavering strength. This unbreakable family bond, coupled with his pride as a dual citizen of both Canada and the U.S., gave him the foundation to not only face his illness, but to continue pursuing the passions that have always defined him. Hobbies of an Incurable Optimist. So when he's not changing the world through his foundation, what passions keep the fire burning for one of Hollywood's most incurable optimists? Music has always been a core part of his identity. and he remains a lifelong rock and roll fan and an avid guitar player, a hobby that serves as both a creative outlet and a form of therapy to help manage his symptoms and maintain dexterity. In a legendary moment that still gives me chills, he appeared on stage with Coldplay at the 2024 Glastonbury Festival, commanding the stage to play guitar on iconic songs like Humankind and Fix You, proving his spirit remains untamed. His love for classic cars goes beyond just collecting. He is a dedicated enthusiast who spends time restoring vintage automobiles and attending car shows. As a proud Canadian, he remains a devoted hockey fan, rooting for teams from his home country. Golf is another favorite way to relax, and he has participated in high-profile celebrity tournaments like the TNT Pebble Beach Pro-Am when his health allows. He's also a voracious reader and a successful author, and in a poignant adaptation to his condition, he turns to audiobooks when memory issues interfere. But above all these interests, his greatest joy comes from the simple pleasures of family time, playing guitar with his son, enjoying quiet evenings at home, and sharing meals with his loved ones. These passions paint a picture of a man living life to the fullest, a spirit that refuses to be defined by his diagnosis, which makes his current status and a recent, shocking decision all the more remarkable. Current status 2025. This brings us to today, 2025. What does daily life truly look like for Michael J. Fox? And what was the stunning comeback that almost no one saw coming? At age 63, he continues to face the advanced stages of Parkinson's disease with significant health challenges, including memory loss and mobility issues that now require the use of a wheelchair and daily support from his wife and children. He lives a quieter life, surrounded by the unwavering love and comfort of his family. But just when it seemed his public chapter was complete, he delivered a powerful surprise. After officially retiring from acting in 2020, he made an unexpected and triumphant return to the screen in 2025, starring in a guest role on the Apple TV Plus series, shrinking his first on-camera appearance in 5 years, where he reunited with former collaborators. His net worth remains a solid $65 million, a testament to a legendary career in film and television, and his success as a best-selling author. However, his true legacy is not measured in dollars. It is defined by his unparalleled resilience, his groundbreaking philanthropy through a foundation that has reshaped medical research, and an unwavering optimism that has inspired millions. A legacy so profound that in 2025, he was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the United States' highest civilian honor. From his stunning mansions and classic cars to the relentless spirit that defines him, Michael J. Fox's journey proves a powerful and enduring truth. True wealth isn't about what you own in your garage, but the size of the legacy you build in the hearts and minds of others. His life isn't just a story of success, it's a masterclass in resilience, turning one of life's toughest diagnoses into a global beacon of hope. If you were inspired by the incredible lifestyle and unbreakable spirit of Michael J. Fox, and if you believe in the power of optimism to change the world, show your support by giving this video a like and subscribe for more stories about the icons who shape our world. Don't forget to ring that notification bell so you're the first to know when we release our next deep dive. We truly want to hear from you. Let us know in the comments below, what was the single most surprising or inspiring part of Michael's story for you? And which icon's incredible life and legacy would you love for us to explore next? Thank you for watching. Remember, you don't need a DeLorean to make a difference in the future. As Michael's journey shows, applying just one piece of relentless optimism to your own challenges could be the one thing that changes everything.